Yeah, listen close. No fear, English is here. What do you want? Where you from? When time goes on? Why reason strong? Who is he? How to be? Way questions fill the sound. English rhythm all around. What for things, where for place, when for time, keep the pace. Why for reason, who for man? How we do it, yes we can. I do ask, you do try. We do move, they do fly. I do learn, you do speak. We do train every week. He does work, she does care. It does matter everywhere. Does comes in, verb stays clean. No S now, keep it lean. Does he run? Does she know? Does it help? Does it grow? Does Yesterday, long ago, did this king. Now you know, I did go, I did see. Past is easy, trust in me. No went, no wait, no eight, no saw. Base verb only, that's the law. Did you try? Did she call? Did they win? Did they fall? What plus do, what plus does, what plus did. Say it slow, say it loud, say it clear. Feel the crowd. What plus auxiliary, subject next, base verb free. That's the fleck, no stress, no pain, just rhythm in your brain. Play it again, one more time. English locked by sound and rhyme.
What do you want right now? Where do you live today? When do we start the class? Why do you feel this way? Who do you call at night? How do you solve this fight? What do they need to hear? Where do they disappear? When do I get my pay? Why do we work all day? What does he really want? Where does she really go? When does the store open? Why does my heart beat slow? Who does he talk to there? How does she cut her hair? What do you eat for lunch? Where do we go for brunch? When do they close the gate? Why do I always it take to win? Where does the story start? When does the movie end? Why does it hit my heart? Who do you trust the most? How do you burn that toast? What do we need to learn? Where do the lights all turn? When do I say goodbye? Why do I even try? What does he want from me? Where does she want to be? When does the lesson end? Why does my focus bend? Who do you see right now? How do you break that vow? What do they say online? Where do they draw the line? When do we change the plan? Why do you doubt the man? When does she love the most? Where does he write that post? When does the bus arrive? Why does it feel alive? Who do you ask for help? How do you build yourself? What do you want to know? Where do your feelings go? When do we stop this game? Why do we sound the same? What does he do for work? Where does she hide that smile? When does the store close down? Why does he stay a while? Who do they blame today? How do we find our way? What do you see in me? Where do you want to be? When do I speak my mind? Why do I feel confined? Where did you go last night? What did you see there? When did we lose control? Why did you even care? Who did you talk to then? How did it all just end? What did they buy that day? Where did the money stay? When did she start to cry? Why did you say goodbye? What did he try to do? Where did she run to hide? When did the music stop? Why did my hope divide? Who did you trust back then? How did the story begin? What did we learn from pain? Where did we miss that train? When did you change your mind? Why did I feel so blind? What did she want to say? Where did he go away? When did the lights go out? Why did we start to doubt? Who did they call for help? How did you hurt yourself? What did I do last year? Where did I lose my fear? When did we fall apart? Why did it hit my heart? What do you want today? What did you want before? Where do you live right now? How did you live before? When do we start again? When did right now? Where did she work somehow? When does the class begin? When did the class begin?